cross. Well, it's you know who.
Shoot. What is he doing here? What, you called the cops?
Well, we are reopening a murder investigation.
No. Vanessa is cooperating with this investigation.
Yes, and because of that, I want some form of immunity or she's not going to do it.
I don't want her to do this at all, Ross.
Well, I'm not going to make any promises until I hear what Mrs. Reardon has to say. If she's telling the truth, then she should have nothing to worry about.
Oh, really? Well, Michelle told the truth, and look what happened to her. Ross, I want to call this off. Vanessa, I think we should call this off.
No, I have to do this. Enough innocent people have already suffered. Honey, you know, Michelle's the daughter of my dearest friend, and she's been like a daughter to me. I have to do this for them, not to mention for myself.
All right, I want to know exactly what this means for my wife coming forward like this. I want to know that she's going to be protected.
From whom, Mr. Reardon?
Carmen Santos, for one.
Carmen Santos?
She tried to kill my wife. She put poison in a lip balm that I was giving her. Her life was in danger, and it still is. What are you going to do about that?
Well, I will take all of that into account when I hear Mrs. Reardon's story.
I'm ready now. I'd like to tell the story now. The night that Ben was killed, Pilar came to my hospital room. She was very upset and angry because of all the things that Ben had done to her family and to mine. And she said something about that she knew how to get to Ben. She knew how to make him pay. I was worried about her. So I went to Ben's apartment.
Vanessa had been given some medication at the hospital, so she was still kind of out of it.
But you still managed to drive yourself to Towers?
Yes, I did. I was worried about Pilar. I didn't want her to be hurt. When I got there, to Ben's apartment, the door was open. He'd already been shot. He told me that Carmen Santos was the one who had shot him. And then he reached for me, it was awful. It was an accident. It was not the kind of thing that I would want to have happen to anybody.
We understand that, Vanessa. Doris, Ben Warren told her point blank that Carmen Santos shot him. The man was dying at the time. He had no reason to lie.
Mrs. Reardon's testimony hinges on the words of a dead man. There is no proof that Carmen Santos shot him first or that she was even in the room.
I'm the proof.
She wanted to be here, Mom, just to make sure that the whole story comes out.
I told you. I was there before Miss Reardon showed up. I know exactly what happened.
Introducing other testimony at this point will seriously compromise Mrs. Reardon's interview.
No, wait a minute. Vanessa's already told her story. Pilar's testimony is not going to compromise anything.
Not to mention the fact that her testimony is highly suspect due to her mental state.
I am not crazy.
Would you just listen to her again? Compare it to what Vanessa just said. That's all I'm asking you to do, Doris.
Everything happened the way I said it did on the stand. Miss Reardon only got involved because I went to visit her at the hospital before I went to Ben's apartment. I just wanted my mother to see Ben for who he really was. That's all. I thought she would throw him out. Instead, she shot him. She shot him because of me. When we got back home, we realized that she dropped the gun. So she went back, got the gun, and she got rid of it somehow. Then she realized that Michelle didn't have an alibi. So she made me stall Michelle and Danny so that she can go back to Michelle's house and plant the bloody gloves in Michelle's drawer. She promised me that Michelle wouldn't go to jail. And when she did, she said that she deserved it because of Mick. She didn't deserve it. I can't stand what I did to Michelle, and I can't stand what I did to all of you.
you both.
Doris, I'm going to file to have Michelle's conviction overturned. In fact, I want this trial reopened based on the new evidence.
Based on what new evidence, Ross? The words of a dead man or a woman that just came out of a coma?
Excuse me. I know exactly what I saw.
I'm sorry, but your memory and your judgment are questionable at best. I mean, you said yourself that you were disoriented, that you had just taken some medication.
Miss Wolf, what? Do you think I'm making this up? Do you think I'm imagining? I couldn't possibly.
I'm saying it's a highly unreliable account, Ross.
Unreliable. It dovetails perfectly with Pilar's testimony. The same version of events coming from two different people.
Two independent accounts. Even if what they're saying is true, neither of them were in that room together.
It is true. What I'm saying is true.
And it just conveniently exonerates you from punishment. Oh, while also releasing Michelle Santos, a woman that you claim was like a daughter to you.
Doris, two congruent versions of what happened. It couldn't possibly be coincidence. And you yourself pointed out that Vanessa couldn't possibly have spoken to Pilar.
There is nothing that puts Mrs. Reardon at the scene of the crime, but we do have an eyewitness that puts Michelle Santos outside of Ben Warren's hotel room.
My mother paid for that.
And your testimony was ruled inadmissible in court, Miss Santos. So if you don't have anything else...
I do. I definitely have something else.
You need to get a rest. That was too much.
Honey, you've got to talk to the DA. You've got to get
Vanessa, she didn't come after you. She could have.
But sweet, you told
Vanessa,
me
she could have had you arrested, but she didn't. You want me to implicate you more? I'm not going to do that. Now, you did everything you can. It's over.
I don't believe it. You and I told them exactly what happened. Didn't make a difference. Just didn't make a difference.
Hey, Matt, my mom just wants the truth to come out, okay? She doesn't want you to protect her anymore.
Somebody got to protect her, Bill.
Hey, do you think that I like the idea that my mom could go to jail for this? Because I don't, okay? But I'm supporting her because that's what she needs. She needs all of us to stick together here, help her get through this situation. Now, she's going to fight this with or without you, Matt, okay? So why don't you just be with her? Come on, man, she needs you.
If either of you can think of any other details or anything else I can check out, just let me know.
Wait a minute. Isn't there something that you can do now?
Well, the DA might not be able to overturn the conviction right away, but at least I have enough to bring Carmen in for questioning, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I need to make a call. I'll be out in the car.
Doris, you know that Vanessa is telling the truth.
And you know where Michelle and Danny are hiding.
Prove it.
Your career is on the line, Ross.
So is yours, along with your conscience.
You are making matters worse for your client.
How could things possibly get any worse for my client?
Michelle's running away is only sealing her guilt every day. When the police find her, and they will, those jurors are not going to feel sorry for her.
So you're threatening the death penalty sentence?
No, I'm not threatening. I'm telling you, it's a reality.